Hello and welcome to Hand It to Hope. I'm Hope. Today I'm going to show you how I French braid hair. I'm just going to do a simple straight French braid. And if you come over, you can see I put just a little bit of water in my daughter's hair to make it be just a little bit damp. I'm going to take my wide tooth comb and just comb through a little bit. She has curly hair, and smooth it out just a little to get an easy start to not get stuck in her curls along the way too badly. Okay, there we go. And what we do is we start, look up a little bit, thank you. I get a piece. I do have a little bit of fingernail, but my nails aren't really long. They're kind of short. So you don't have to have long nails to be able to do this. And I hold, as you can see, I'm holding it with my short arm. And I get the other hair out of the way. I just want to make sure as I'm getting started with the French braid that I get set up. And today I'm going to go ahead and do a tight braid. And my daughter's going to smile about it. And if you can see, I take my two fingers and I put it up to separate so that I have three sections. I use my arm to hold the first section, and I still have these two. I slip it in, go over the middle, and then I just come closer to keep it smooth. And I grab on, I go over the middle strand. Can you see in the, there you go. So I'll get a little bit of a close-up kind of shot so you can see more detail of what's going on. And then I pick up a piece with my finger. And I usually can do it just using my hand and my arm. And look, I slipped my other finger underneath this middle section. I'm holding it tight with my arm down. I slip it under the middle section. And I go ahead and turn over the middle piece. And then I put my thumb here to hold it snug. As you can see with my arm, I just kind of scoop like this a little bit of section of hair. And then I can use my thumb to pick up a piece on the side. And I just hold it all. And I use my arm to get it smooth. You can back up a little bit. Hold on, probably. There you go. Can you still see everything? I have my son doing the videoing for me. Okay, and I do the same thing over. I grab it with my arm, and I use my elbow a little bit to hold it down, to hold it. And see, I can even let go because the pressure I'm holding with my arm to hold all the pieces in place. And I can smooth it out if I need to. And then I just go ahead and use my finger, part out a section. And sometimes when it gets a little too tricky of like, you can see how our curls are kind of getting stuck together, then I'll just use my chin a little. And then I fix it. Look up a little. Thank you. And I slip my finger back underneath that middle section. I'm about to go over the middle piece again and do the same thing on the other side. And I just want to make sure that it's smooth, so I adjust it, I adjust the piece, and I can do this all with my fingers. If I really need to, then I'll bring the comb in a little bit, cross it over that middle section. And as you can see, when you're braiding, the hair underneath tries to sneak in and get stuck. So I take the time to make sure to separate it so it doesn't get stuck. And same again. Get a section, and I just adjusted enough so that it's smoother. This one's actually a little bit of a messy braid. Maybe I feel like I'm kind of rushing to make sure I don't make too long of a video. But we do the same process again on the other side and try not to pull anybody's hair. And hold on, you can see her braid? Can you see how I'm doing it? Can you look? Do you need to go around the other side or something of me? Okay, we're gonna go ahead. Go ahead, Holden, it's okay. There we go. Can you see better now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm holding this, I pull it tight, and I'm gonna go over the middle section. I hear a little knocking door. Just wait a moment, we're almost finished braiding. I have it pulled tight. And I hold it, as you can see, I hold it with my elbow. I hold it in my arm. I'm going to go ahead and just do a couple big sections on the bottom because you've seen how I do the process and the steps, so that I've repeated it a few times, and you can, it does take a little bit of practice. I think that might be a little close, Holden. Okay, can you do that carefully? That's a good job. All right. Now just don't fall in the bathtub, okay? If we hear a "ah," it's going to be because my son fell in the bathtub. Okay. So I'm trying to still smooth it out a little. This one is a higher up braid because I took the last two sections up. And see how I just keep it nice and tight? I go over that middle, over the middle, slip my finger in there so I can separate the pieces. Go over the middle. And as I'm going, there's the little bumps, but I try to just smooth it out with my fingers and my thumb. And she has curly hair. And even if it's not perfect at the moment, you can still get the idea of how I do it. I'm just braiding the tail, and I do have an elastic. I keep braiding. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and just stop right here because you can tell what I've done. And then I'll smooth it out just a little bit. And I'm doing the same, I just turn it with my fingers like this, and I pull it through. Then I'll go ahead and take my comb and comb her little tail of curls out so that it's not tingly. I'm just going to smooth a little bit because I did it in a hurry. There we go, and she'll here. Oops, sorry, that's my finger. And there's my braid. Oops. And there she is, finished product. And here's the side view. There you go. And thank you for joining us. And we'll see you next time.